day where you're
I'm going to get right to the live chat. Welcome to Outnumbered Overtime. Oh, gee, baby. Okay, so Minnesota Fuka, I guess that's how you pronounce this. I really dislike this. Take the money and get off. All stories are different. Employee, I mean, wherever. This is a wag the dog cow pie story.
There's like not enough money that could get me off a flight,
World Wrestling Federation, there was a guy named the $1 Million Man, and his famous line was, "Everybody has a price." $800 didn't do it for this guy.
I remember.
You go up and up and up until
maybe he wasn't even awake.
But they're not paying them. They're giving them like United money, which is like for flights later on.
What if
they want real money? No, it's like
it's not
for United.
Some
So
airlines will give you cash.
if
it
they're
depends
like
on the situation.
$5,000 cash, get off the plane. I bet there'd be people.
They have to start rating
Yeah.
the
Here you go.
Four
I'll
people.
handle it.
So maybe there's a cap, you know, and so across 4 people, maybe you can't offer them $2,000 a piece.
You know, they probably have some
can't.
algorithm, right, that tells them, okay,
Yeah.
and so once you get to that certain dollar amount, in this case it was, what, an $800 voucher, you can't
Per
give
person.
you can't give any more, but look at what it's costing you. Look at all the negative publicity. I mean, Megan, you said you're not going to fly United again unless you absolutely
I already don't fly United, though. They are the worst. I fly all the time. I'm in a long-distance relationship, and I fly all the time. Yes.
And you
not
avoid
that far
United.
away in D.C.
But, you know, they're not going to win more customers with publicity like this. So
I mean, what a line, though. Even
they're
for love,
late.
you won't take United. You don't want that to end up in a commercial.
Honestly, how much
is your boyfriend watching?
how much of United's business, though, you have to ask, is business travel? And
job.
business travel is unwavering because
That's a
companies
good
have
point.
agreements. And I don't know. And I think everybody's memory is just so short-lived on this kind of stuff. Like 2 weeks from now, nobody will be talking about this, and people will go buy their United tickets again if they're the cheapest one on the algorithm.
right.
On
A
the
lot of
media,
people
traveling
they buy
right
it.
now. You've got Passover and Easter this week, so you got a lot of people traveling. Siobhan puts it this way. It was not a matter of overbooking passengers. It was a matter of requiring seats for their employees. Remember, they wanted to put more employees in that leg of travel that day.
And by the way,
their position at the next airport.
It's not rational to start asking why are they overbooking flights. That has been happening since like the beginning of airlines, and they have to do that to
They have to do that to stay in business. And what you said, the algorithm that they use, the algorithm is, just so everybody knows this, in order to be randomly selected to start having to get booted, is they take into consideration your status at the airline, your frequent flyer miles numbers, your itinerary, whether you have a connection,
price that you
whether
pay for
you're
the
with
ticket.
your father-in-law or your wife. They don't want to split up families.
Then
so
why did a
all
couple
those
get
things,
booted?
I don't know. Maybe everybody else had more miles.
But I mean, they were booted together. If they had 4 kids,
they're not going to split up.
Yeah.
hate flying, though. I mean, don't you? And I know you're going on vacation. I mean, I
got it down to
You know what I don't like?
That's why you have drinks on the plane.
Yeah.
I don't like the smell on the plane.
Oh.
It doesn't smell fresh.
I used to.
What airlines do you fly?
Megan, let me tell you something. I used to be in a long-distance relationship for years. I dated my husband. He lived in Chicago. I lived in New York. And, I mean, I was on a plane every Friday night and every Sunday night. And I don't know, I relaxed. I left after work, and I relaxed. It was fine. Once I had kids, I hate flying with kids.
The most stressful thing there is.
I have to say, though, the LaGuardia Delta shuttle, the TSA people there are now my friends, and they're very nice and very good. And Delta, as a general rule, has been very good to me. So I can't, you know, be terrible to all airlines.
I'm a Delta Club member.
So I can't be terrible. I travel a lot. I've traveled a lot in my life in general. I've done a lot of book tours and things like that where you have to travel over the country. United is the worst. It's always the worst. They lose. The only airline loses
I don't mean to toot my own horn. I do a lot of international travel through my book tours and my boyfriends in many other cities.
Phoenix to Topeka,
They
you
know me in every
jackass.
hub.
Oh my
LAX to Reagan.
No, between my
popular places.
between my flights.
My father's a senator. I'm out to Arizona every other weekend.
You better seriously watch it. I don't think that's funny at all. Between that, no, because
don't drag me out of here.
No, because first of all, I spent a lot of time on the road meeting Americans in different possible ways.
You.
It's not funny.
I love you. I'm teasing
It's not
you.
funny.
You're so easily offended, you little snowflake.
You crossed the line.
Actually, we did the O'Reilly book, and he
Wait
did
a
say I
minute.
was a snowflake.
Me too.
So maybe I am.
I don't
Maybe
think
a sensitive little snowflake.
So sensitive.
Oh, Jesse.
I'm not going to have my opinion on air travel anymore because I'm a senator's daughter, and it's just.
Oh, wow.
I don't.
This
It's
is
not
breaking news.
like
and
not.
It's very important for us to get this on the air for Sandra. Kevin Dubuque, Cubs won the home opener last night.
Oh my God. Thank you for that breaking news.
Yeah, weren't you talking about baseball yesterday with Anthony?
Yes, we were, because Anthony was going to the Yankees. That was the first Yankees game, not just their home opener, right? That was the first game of their season. This was not Cubs' first game. This is their home opener.
No, he said home opener. He did.
Correct.
Okay.
Awesome. Go
Ungabunga.
Cubs.
Do you think that's Ungabunga's real name? Ungabunga says on the live chat, I guess any business can give you a beat down if you don't cooperate.
No.
Now the precedent has been set. So here's my problem. It's twofold. One, I want to know how he got so injured.
Yeah.
And what kind of force,
His face is bleeding.
So I've read some reports that he was banged up against something. However it happened, that wasn't captured on camera, and I think that CEO or whoever's speaking out for the company today needs to acknowledge that injury and tell us how it happened so that we know.
Yeah, the customer's always right.
I know.
I don't know. The customer's bleeding.
Yeah, well, they call the aviation security people to come in, so they've got to take some sort of culpability, I would imagine.
When it went from an airline problem to law enforcement got involved, it's yes, sir. Yes.
Don't you think?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Like you
Did they suspend, you said, the
officer, I said that,
came in and bloodied him up
Pending
and yanked him off?
Pending the investigation.
Okay, so that's a smart move.
Yeah.
But by the way, they were unidentified officers. Was part of the story as well. They had no markings on them that they were actually.
Well, two of them had on they look like aviation uniforms, which is, as you say, not a police officer. And then the other guy was an unmarked altogether.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can see that from the
video.
video.
You get groped when you go through security, then you get beat up when you're on the plane.
Southwest had the best ad. Did you see that? Something about how we
They're like, we beat our competition, not you.
Yeah, that was it.
No, I was reading some of the social media. Go ahead, Trish.
But you look at the airlines, right? And they've gotten so big. Continental and United merged. I mean, they just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And they're losing sight of what they're doing. You mentioned it's like they're herding cattle, right? You're getting onto those flights, and they're churning you through. And I think about my in-laws, who are that much older than my parents, actually, and they talk about flying back in like the 50s and 60s, and it sounded great.
People they got dressed up,
cigarettes.
right? You wore your best dress. So some of the social media, as it's being reported, they were doing some captures. And I don't know if you guys were following people on Twitter last night, but here are a couple of I won't read the people's names, but a couple of little. Normal flights have cabin crews. We have bouncers. Would you like a neck pillow or a neck brace? And all of them are hashtagging new United Airlines mottos. So you can hashtag. You can go read this for yourself. Also, you can run, but you can't fly. And if we overbook, you'll catch a right hook.
There's also lots of Mad Max memes on Instagram right now of people with masks on with cages.
Yeah.
Hey, Jesse, I was thinking something based on some of the commentary I'm reading on Outnumbered to Overtime. Thank you for joining us. Somebody wrote, Waters needs to come to Sanctuary, California to see if there are any Americans left. How many pitches do you get from just average Americans who are like, hey, Waters, come do this?
Yeah, they're like, yeah, Waters, when are you coming to Wyoming? And I say, I'm not. There's just really no
When do you ever get to Wyoming?
I love Wyoming, but I don't think I'm going to get sent to do a Waters World where there's just more cattle than people.
You never know.
Oh,
okay, I will come to Wyoming anytime you want because I'm not a snob like Jesse who won't go to Wyoming.
I will fly private to Wyoming to the Grand Tetons, fish with Cheney, and then leave.
How often are you on the road? I mean, because we see you, these pieces that you do, quite a few of them.
I'm going to Philly right now after this is over, although I want to stay.
Do you have a favorite airline?
Answer more questions. Delta.
Delta. See?
Love Delta.
All right.
Just join the club.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with Delta.
Mark Stokes writes, Bowling said Louisville is a 4-hour drive away. Why didn't United just rent a car for its employees? I mean, this is a hot talker. By the way, I read Kev's comment to Sandra. It's his birthday. So, of course, you get a great Outnumbered Overtime birthday shout-out.
It's your birthday.
Sing. Ooh.
Remember when they had blankets on planes, too? Once upon a time, it was nicer. There were pillows and blankets and, real food.
Yeah.
No, some airlines got rid of
Yeah, I don't know.
Blankets?
I mean, the prices of the tickets are so high anyway.
Yeah.
It's do I really want them feeding me? And, I've long had, do you ever worry that people are not going to be nice to you because your kids are having a bad day?
Yeah,
It happens.
I'm used to flying on Air Force One, so everything feels really cramped now when I fly commercial. I haven't gotten quite used to it yet.
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about.
You're right.
You know, actually, I didn't think I was ever going to get to meet Pinocchio.
You are so right. I think one of your recent Instagram
Now I
pictures
know.
are of you flying private, Mr. I Fly Delta.
So why are you stalking my Instagram page, Sandra?
Oh my gosh. I'm so uncomfortable. All right, I'm leaving. Thanks a lot, everybody, for watching.
Oh, my God.
Bye. See you tomorrow.